If you're new to the channel, here's a little overview. We bought this piece of land in George in the Western Cape and just love the views. We designed a perfect family home and really loved the designs we came up with. Then we started clearing the land, marked our foundations, dug the foundations, added steel, and laid our concrete foundations. Then we started doing the brickwork. And now it's time for the next part of the story. Okay, a lot of activity today. You'll see, let's start with number one. We've got the damp, the guys have compacted the ground. We've got the damp proofing material over there. And we've got our steel mesh, which is going to bind to the concrete that is about to be poured. Before we can pour the concrete, we have to put in our electrical conduits. So I had to double check this morning the plans just to make sure all my plug points in the garage is where I want them. And in the spare room, those green pipes down there, that is all of the plumbing. So yeah, the plumbing pipes and the electrical pipes have to go in, and then we pour the concrete over that. Let's go take a look at the plumbing pipes. So what these guys are using is actually it's a very good technique. So this green piping, what they do, they actually sort of melt the ends together and fuse those pipes together, which is great because there's very, very, very little chance of it ever leaking. If you're using the traditional copper and sort of solder method, it's, in my opinion, you're more prone to human error. There we go. So now you get a sense for how they've laid this all down. In terms of the mesh, the concrete, there has to be a gap when they pour the concrete. Are you a happy builder, Anton?
Yes, very much.
Good.
We're just waiting now for the concrete for the slabs.
Yeah. So the concrete truck should be here soon.
Yeah, within about half an hour at the latest.
Excellent. So you can see technically it's actually quite fine. I mean, these guys are still putting in stuff, but there's enough time. Once they're done here, we're good to pour. More than enough time. That's how we do things, just on time. It's fantastic. Okay, so the concrete truck finally arrived. One attempt, second attempt, third attempt, and finally the fourth attempt. It got right where we needed it. The concrete started being poured into the wheelbarrows, and our building team did such an amazing job. And again, so satisfying watching this being poured. Something about concrete that's really awesome. So it took about half an hour to pour down all the concrete in all the places, and yeah, you'll see aerial shots of how it was looking. Really cool to see the end result and how quickly it went.
A few moments later.
Okay, that afternoon it was back on site with the kids this time, and we were waiting for the concrete to be poured, but we had a hiccup. The truck couldn't reach the floor of the office, so as we do as South Africans, we made this chute out of this corrugated iron, and the pouring started. And our office was done. Missed a couple of days of filming because of this guy. I may or may not have crashed my paraglider just a little bit. Basically had a bad landing and put my hand down. So I've got a hairline fracture, but that doesn't matter. It has slowed me down, but anyway, let's carry on. A lot of updates on site, a lot. See here we've got our guest bedroom. We've had to make the bathroom a bit bigger because why not? Bigger bathroom versus storage. The bigger issue we got right now, which we'll see later better, is that we have a lot of backfill. We met with Anton, our builder, on site today, and we've discussed, okay, what material can we get in for how much for the cheapest options. The plan of action is to finish that wall in our main kitchen living area up there. Let's actually walk up there. Okay, so as you can see behind me, everything's taking shape really nicely. This is our scullery. That is our guest bathroom. It looks small, and it will be small, but it's fine. So let me just stand up and I'll show you what I mean by filling. Where I'm standing now is in the kitchen, and the goal is to fill all of this area and then cast the slab like we've done already in the garage and the spare room. So this is what we're talking about material. We need a lot of material to fill this in. We'll have enough on site for this area, but when it comes to the garden down there, I mean, those walls are still going to be higher. Those walls are going to be this level. So generally we're on track, we're on budget for this amount of work, which is great. An area where we're trying to save a bit of money is, if you look down there, we've got that L-shaped cavity. Basically what we need to do there, we were going to fill all of that. That's actually a lot of space. So we've asked the engineer if we can there is going to be a slab on there anyway. So we're trying to see if we can get away with actually just casting that slab and having that cavity inside. It's kind of weird that that's dead space to the house, but I think in light of the oval design, it's a very small, we knew about it anyway. Professionals.
Yeah, we are the professionals.
Check, that's another,
The best one.
these are the two hardest workers here.
Yeah.
Is that true story?
And this white man.
And this white man, Madala. Papa, what you call him?
Papa.
So Mr. Pockles over here, he's busy boxing. He's boxing like a professional. It's day 39 of the build, and builders came to drop off some supplies, which is helpful. You'll see how quickly the guys actually brick up walls. I mean, it's really amazing day to day to see how quickly it all goes up. You'll see as a nice aerial shots of progress, which is great. And day 40, we've got higher walls in the garage, which is really, really good. Bit of a snag. We've hit our first big obstacle, which is going to impact us on time and money. Got the bricks there at the final floor level, and as a result, we've got a huge amount of backfilling material to do. Anton and myself went to meet with the quarry owner to see what we could do with material and his best price. And we've got our first load that's just arrived now. Guys have to start filling with big cavity in our kitchen and stuff, because we still want to cast the slab. We've got to get that material in there and compact it, and we're probably going to have many trucks coming through today. So yeah, a very laborious, intensive, expensive operation. You know, it was never really obvious to us until we started building, even to the engineer and architect, that the backfill would be so bad. So yeah, look, it is what it is. We're going to have great views again with it being so high up, but yo, it is coming at a bit of a cost. So truck after truck came and dropped off this G9 material that the kids love playing on. It was like beach sand. This is used at the bottom and filling up from the bottom upwards. It's not suitable for final compaction. Yeah, you could see the guys filling up the utility room and the bathroom, guest bathroom, and this is still all the same day. By the end of this day, they were doing the final compaction with the G7 material, which is amazing to see. So the progress is going really well. The next day, you can see that a lot more of that G9 white material was being pushed into the big cavity. And here's an aerial shot of what that looked like on this day. There's our backfill. And there's my wife. And wow, there's a lot that's happened here. I think we're on day 3 of filling this massive cavity. If you see the previous picture of me and Taryn standing in that hole behind me, you'll see that they're doing a great job filling up. That has to go all the way to the top. So with this level here, it's all going to be squared off, and then throw the concrete slab here. There's our utility room. This will be our kitchen, and that section there will lead into our bedroom, and that will be sort of the entrance hall there. But yeah, wow, a lot of work. The bigger concern is what still has to happen behind me over there. I mean, those walls are going to be built up, same as that wall, and we have to fill all of this. We've lost an opportunity to get spare rooms built over here, under here. We could have, but you know, we looked at it, and the compromise is the view, and it's an overrun, but we're happy with the size of the house as it is. So we've finally done it. 5 days of constant filling in this big hole that is going to be our kitchen entertainment area. And some stats. I think we've done about 40 loads of trucks, which is about 180 cubes. And a cube is a meter cube, right? So it's a lot. But we finally here. It's the last time we're going to see the ground, open ground like this. Let's have a walk. What's going to happen is that by the end of today, they're going to start laying down all the mesh and do the damp proofing with the plastic. And then tomorrow we've got the plumber and electrician to come in to sort of do all the pipe work. And then the next day we're going to be pouring the slab. The garden walls we're going to have to build up to this height. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fill. And we've already started to fill some of the garden. But yeah, I'm very, very happy where we've got to at this point. Unbelievable team. If I just show you, yeah, just stay there. Now I've got my hands up here and we're standing on top of where way above our hands were down there, so it gives you a sense of effort. I'm sure everyone's just so sick of filling this hole up. It's like when you're a kid, you play with sand and you like got a sand pit and you That's fun. This is not fun. So what's going on now is you'll see we've got sort of the damp course, we've got our steel in because tomorrow we're going to be pouring everything. Obviously we have to get our plumbing sorted and our electrical points set out, and then I'm really happy I'm here today, sort of as the client, I guess to say, because with my wife we can actually just double check, okay, while these guys are here, it's the last chance to be able to make any changes. So we like, for example, the island in the kitchen, we originally had sort of a basin in the island. We decided not to do that because the kids will do a lot of homework and stuff there, and we'd rather have a more surface area. So we've moved that. So little changes don't cost anything extra, but it's just good to be able to do that. We're expecting a lot of rain over the weekend, so we have to get this pour done tomorrow, and so we don't really want to delay. So there's our main water line coming in to the properties there. So these white pipes are our drainage pipes. So that's like our dishwasher, washing machine, that's the waste pipes that'll go out. They're gonna run here and all the way down to the drain down there. So the green pipes are water coming in. Here's gonna be our little prep bowl, little sink in the kitchen. And where this brick is going to be our island. So these are the plumbers, these are the electricians. Something else we almost didn't think about today, which I'm glad we did, is that white pipe there. Going there is our gas pipe coming into the property, into the oven. And then the other important thing that's I thought of, outside the property we've got a fiber line that needs to run into here, and I figured that out today because it's one of those things that you don't want to forget. But basically where these bricks are, we're going to run another line going straight out there, and that will feed in our fiber for our internet. And obviously we work online, so that was something that I definitely wanted to think about. So really pleased how it's all going today. The electricians are here. He was very late, and it's interesting. It's one of those things where you got to manage, but basically just told him, I said, look, we confirmed 4 times to get here. We're meant to arrive at 9 o'clock, and I think at like 1:30 he arrived. Luckily it's about a 2-3 hour job. It's not a massive job, but as I say, I'm on site just double checking, making sure we don't miss a plug point, we don't miss water access. It's all happening. The next day is, we've laid everything down, and the cement truck has just arrived. I think we got 2 cement trucks coming in, which should be enough. Okay, so the guys started pouring, and it was amazing to see how experienced they are with this. I mean, you'll just see just the efficiency and proficiency of these guys is just amazing. It went fairly quickly again. You know, we had to obviously get in 1 or 2 trucks, and they are busy settling the concrete. Really cool. As one truck arrived, the next one left, which is great. So there was no real delays in waiting to pour the rest. And so satisfying. Jeez, concrete is satisfying watching it. And the guys are from the other angle going for it, and there's the final result. So the next day obviously we came in just to water it all, and watering concrete really just helps it settle in a bit, avoids cracks. The kids really loved that. And at the end of the day, we've spent 770,000 Rand on our build. So really appreciate you watching. Please guys, follow along. Please like this if you are enjoying it. It really does help a lot with the algorithm. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.